Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the Why Not Us Productions YouTube channel. We are going to be basically having a special tonight. It's going to be a Noah v. Noah episode on a Friday night, just like how we used to hold them, just not recorded. You know, your classic connection of J and K hosting, followed by the one, the only, Noah Lynn, 217 for lifer probably. We have Noah Runyon, in-run the little ginger is what I like to call him, and then a special guest that's always occurring in the background, Colin McInerney.
Shalom.
You probably can't hear that because that's how he talks. Now, Noah v. Noah kind of worked. That was something that we all kind of did. Honestly, probably started back in 7th grade.
8th grade.
I thought it was 7th.
8th grade freshman year.
7th or 8th.
We were young.
I thought, yeah. The point was we would
They're sober.
basically have an argument of which Noah was better. 9 times out of 10, Noah Runyon won.
On Xbox Live.
On Xbox Live Party. And I thought that's why it was 7th grade in like NW2 and all that.
Maybe.
But,
Middle school.
Okay, so the point is, Noah v. Noah is basically determine which Noah is better. And most of the times, like I said, Noah Runyon, in-run, the ginger, usually took the crown. And honestly, with time passing, I think he still might have the crown. Before the Noahs get into it, my bet's on in-run. Who do you think who's the better Noah?
Well, usually these fights ended back in the day with somebody leaving the party to be seen again for about a week. And that can't happen tonight, so I'm interested to see what happens. And my money's, if I had to bet, I would probably go Noah Runyon.
Okay.
Let the fans vote.
Colin, 13 subscribers. Colin. Who would you pick? Can you be loud enough for the mic to... You're such a dick, I hate you.
Dude, stop making fun.
Alright, I'll stop making fun.
Noah v. Noah.
Okay.
And a fist fight?
No, just which is the better Noah?
That's the one
I just
category
took
I
this.
had.
Listen, I'm just gonna be
No.
honest, I've knocked them both out, so...
You never knocked me out.
You told me I wasn't your mother one time.
That's not knocking me out.
Can't confirm Jack has knocked me out before.
Choked out. I haven't punched anyone. I felt bad about that one, at least. Never felt bad about yours. So, best Noah. Pick.
Curveball, Josh Lynn.
Okay.
Honestly, that might be the best Lynn. That might be the best Lynn. We'll have Lynn v. Lynn one
That's the worst answer.
Lynn v. Lynn.
Get Robert and
Well,
Josh.
family
I will-
podcast.
No, the family.
Alright, so
That's
we
not
got 2
happening.
in-runs and undecisive.
Probably an in-run.
Okay.
From my corner.
Boo!
3 in-runs. So basically how it would start is we'd say who's the better at what.
I like the odds against me.
Go.
I'm
Okay.
giving Mayor five.
Okay. First, I'm going to start this off with a... That is the sound of a refreshing.
Paid product placement for Natural Light.
Hit me up one day. I
Fresh,
love your drinks.
Paid product placement, of course.
All right, moving on. Yeah, we're all drinking here. So basically how it is, we'd cycle through, ask a question, say, hey, which Noah do we think better is at what? Everyone got to vote on what to say. Usually the Noahs would vote for themselves. And Ron would occasionally throw a bone to Noah Lynn, if I remember.
I appreciate you.
So, we're going to start. It's going to go first me, Kurt, Colin, and then in-run, then you.
That's fine.
And Lynn is last. All
Odds
right,
are-
Save the best for last.
Odds are
and
against me. It's all good.
I'm going to bring up a classic with who's better. Who is the best fisherman?
Oh.
Since the person who starts it votes, and then we go clockwise, okay?
Gotta give an explanation.
Wait, can we talk about
Clockwise.
this first, and then they can chime in after we're all done talking
Yeah, no,
about it?
I mean, okay, so the 2 non-Noahs, the 3 non-Noahs are going to give their answer on who they think is the best fisherman. Instantly, my vote is probably going to go to Imran because he continuously goes fishing. He hits me up to go out to Cato's Pond and throw out a line. He is consistent with his fishing. That's why I think he's the better one. Have you caught some bigger fish? Yes.
Absolutely. But
Noah Lynn has caught some bigger fish using my net technique to catch a carp or 2.
Yes.
And he might be fishing in a stock pond with a bunch of catfish. but you have caught the bigger fish.
Let me just point this out. It was a 35-pound carp. Caught it with my bare hands. Caught it with my bare hands. These catfish, 10 pounds at least. And, that's fine.
Yeah, screaming. We told him 3 times he's got to use his inside
I told him how to use an inside voice.
Alright, so once again, my vote's going to Enron. Kurt, your take.
My vote is also on in-run. I have went fishing many times, fishing for bass, crappie,
He's
lure
done a good
technique.
job.
No.
Just thinking about Nolan fishing, I just think of him throwing out that worm, waiting 1 second, and just yanking that thing back super hard, throwing his pole backwards.
Yeah.
And then
back with my slack still in the line. This is
Okay,
completely
we'll give you guys a chance to defend yourselves after we vote. How about that? That's a better way of doing it.
but I did that catching that fish with the net was pretty impressive. I got to give it to you.
I told him that.
If there was a
That's
net
my
fishing
technique.
category, I'm giving it to him because
Thank you
that was
very
very
much.
difficult.
Jeremy Wade.
Also, I think you're the best sucker fisherman.
He's a sucker or something. All right. So your vote's in, right?
Yes, my vote is for Enron.
Colin.
Now, if this conversation had been taking place roughly 6 years ago, I think it's a neck and neck race.
Fair. Maybe.
agree.
Kind of.
Maybe not, but I'm gonna say it is.
Okay.
But Noah, no win question.
Yes.
How many times have you gone fishing in the last 2 years?
Oh, shit.
3 to 5 times.
Okay.
And run how many for you?
At least 50.
I think that speaks for itself.
Okay. Rebuttal. Defensive, agreeing. How do you guys feel? Start with Enron.
I would
Since
say
you wanna-
I would say, you know, Kurt and I the past 2 summers, but every single day went fishing over the past 2 summers, so you know, got some experience. The whole argument for Noah stock ponds, that's going back to 7th grade prior. Caught a lot of shit for that. You know, he thought he was cool taking a picture of his catfish that him and his dad caught
I didn't even know his dad died.
in his stock 2-acre pond. You know, I like to go fishing. That's my rebuttal.
Okay,
Big boy.
who fishes in a stock pond now? We are not gonna do this.
You
Who
just have a
fishes
stroke.
This happens.
Pounds.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna talk about some of my best catches. So I caught a catfish on a trot line because I used my baiting technique.
Who
which
picked the spot?
Doesn't matter.
Who
No.
picked the
No,
spot?
you did not choose the big tree. I mentioned it.
Okay.
I think the
Hey,
shrimp.
hey,
I had big sight.
let him.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't talk when you guys talked.
Yeah, let him.
So I used just the tail on this one. We caught probably in about a 5-pound flathead. That's all me. I also caught a rock while fishing once. I don't think anyone here has ever done that. When have you caught a rock?
I caught a T-shirt once.
Okay,
I
well,
do remember him catching.
I stepped on a machete in the river, so I win.
Can I make?
Who threw the
can I
machete
make a
in the
statement real quick?
I have no
It has
idea.
nothing to do about the fishing, but right now, man, you are a hardcore man spreading in some short shorts.
This is what I do. Stop staring.
It just starts me off a little bit. Continue disagreeing.
Also, 35-pound carp. I'd just like to point that out again.
It was not 35
35
pounds.
pounds?
Okay, 30, 35, maybe 14. I think we weighed it.
14 is pushing.
We didn't weigh
No, we
it.
didn't weigh it. Red belly suckerfish. I mean, the list goes on and on. I own fish. I'm an avid fisherman. Like, I love my fish. I have respect for the
What
fishing.
fish do you own?
A goldfish?
I had 2 fish. And
Why'd you buy those fish?
okay, next topic.
We'll get to it, buddy. Kurt, next question.
Next question. You know, let's just keep on with this outdoors theme. Back in the day, that was the topic. We're going to keep on going. We're going to bring it up right now. If you're in a survival situation by yourself in the woods, no food, nothing on you, who would survive the longest?
Ooh, call it.
This is actually, I want to think about this for a minute. Let's see. With the fishing, if you can find some way to get that hook, get that line,
But
but
this
that's
is-
very difficult.
This is just each Noah in the woods with basically just their clothing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you have to go to like the hunting aspect if you want to survive to get food.
Not necessarily, but go ahead and
Or you want to eat some trees, eat some dirt or something.
I'm glad I'm last on this one.
I would say Enron once again.
Enron?
Enron.
I think that's a fair accusation. I think he's crafty. Continue.
Now,
Oh, you're gonna take.
I
that
have
joke,
seen.
think.
No, I have not. Or I'm not. But let's take a trip down memory lane when we're sitting on Kurt's boat and Noah sees a deer. What does he do? He got out of the boat and he chased that son of a gun. If this man's life is on the line, he will hunt down a deer. He will tackle it. I don't know if he can kill it, but he'll sucker punch that
think
bad
he
boy.
would.
And Lynn's got my vote.
All right, so this is a toss up.
Your deciding vote, Jack.
All right, well I'm glad I'm the one because of wowzers. Enron, I'm gonna hand it to you. You are by far the most. In a long-term situation, if I was in the woods with one of you two, I would pick you. When it comes to making shelters, you got that basic knowledge of stuff on fishing. However, this is you guys separately, and I gotta go with what I know about bears and hibernation and ability to feed off their reserves.
Hibernation.
You know.
If I know one thing about Nolan, he's got some calories to stave off of. I love the guy. I'm a big dude too. All right, I'm a big guy too. But when it comes to survival, you wouldn't have to worry about anything until maybe a good 4 or 5 weeks. Water would be your only concern. Water and exposure.
I got a lot of water weight.
He has a life straw.
Oh,
Exactly.
boom.
Take all the talking points. Take all the
I
talking.
do not know where it's at. But
Okay,
yes.
so my vote, without a doubt, goes to the big guy, Noah Lynn.
All right, so
He won, so he gets to
okay.
I really have to burp.
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 I can't. Okay, anyways. Yeah, I completely agree with your guys' decision.
Do you take
I-
offense to mine?
I think that's absolutely not. Absolutely not. You take what you have and you go with it. No, I've always been an outdoorsman.
You're good. No, he's good.
I
don't agree with that
Why
one.
does he have to do that?
Oh, bro.
That's bad.
Just for the fans, Inrun just told me to shh, trying to interrupt me, trying to throw me off. It's completely fine. Yeah, first of all, yeah, I could just sleep for days. I've been passed out outside many times in my life. Completely fine. I could sleep for days. I can climb trees. I had a tree house, age 8 to 12. I almost fell off the rock climbing wall. I'm an incredible climber, though. Yeah, and I just... Oh, I am very allergic to poison ivy. That could be my downfall. If I get one little thing on me, done for. So that's my only flaw.
That's your
All
only
right.
flaw.
only flaw.
You know, a lot of these guys actually took a lot of my talking points here, but as far as basic, skills go, I'm obviously the better hunter.
No.
You would try to kill a horse thinking it was a deer.
Yeah, that's a
Can
good
we just... Okay,
No, stop.
there's more background to that story.
No, that's
I'm-
going to lead to more questions.
I'm
so.
obviously the better hunter, better fisherman. I've watched a lot of survival shows. I know what I'm doing out there.
Agreed.
But as far as long-term survival goes, Noah's got the body type. You're used to surviving without the basic necessities, sleeping on benches. You're not scared to shake yourself.
Well. There we go.
And you know what? Yeah, I'll give this one Edlin for long-term survival. Short week-long thing, I think I'd survive better, but long-term, Edlin's got
Like I
it.
said, if it was longer than maybe a month or two, he'd start to worry me.
A month or two. It's a long time.
Yeah, no, I mean...
But short-term survival, he's got
I
it.
was thinking 3 to 5 days.
All right, colony.
Can't sleep when it's hot, so...
Colony?
Yeah, I'm
Colony.
trying to take it.
Colony.
Well,
Wait, can we talk about the horse real quick? Can we just
Yeah,
go back
thank you.
to
I
the
feel
horse?
like we need
Let's
a
do a round of questions and then we'll talk about the
Okay, we can talk about the horse later.
My topic is going to take a little different aspect.
Okay.
Some would say a ACT score or a IQ score. Hold on. So hold on.
People are falling down.
Up and leave.
I'm getting it to round up.
I spit out my tear.
Guys, we're too loud.
Beer.
We're too loud.
No, we are. All right, take it down a notch. Just the thought of that question made Inroad fall to the ground and me spit out my beer and know I have to go get another beer. I said I spit out my deer.
ACT scores don't define you.
I'm getting there.
Screw you. Not you.
Okay.
He's trying to take my
So
beer.
back to the
He's
thing.
trying to open it for you.
Some people define smartness and intelligence by ACT scores or IQ scores. I define it as who's the best puzzle word player. Noah or Noah.
That's,
Now, since I started, I'll, go. Inland over here, he is a loyal player to Puzzly Words. If you don't know the game, look it up. But
Sponsor.
my main argument against him is if he doesn't have coins, he's not good at the game.
Dunzo.
Inrun, on the other hand, is pretty solid. But if you give Noah Lynn coins, I think he might be the best at the table.
Absolutely. And going off Puzzly Words, I was a spelling bee contestant.
Hey.
It's not your turn.
It's not your turn.
Shut up.
You'll defend it. What happens later?
Hey, shut your mouth.
Say, how am I supposed to...
Because he's going to talk and then you're going to give your reasons to
bringing
why
up
you
top-
lost.
Just keep it in your mind. Keep it
Yeah,
up there.
just keep
Just
it
keep it
it's
up
hard.
That-
Yeah.
that doesn't
Think
work.
about how hard it is when we're talking rapid firing topics, alright?
So,
Oh.
my vote, I don't know who it is.
Well, since you're talking about the coins, you're basically saying Nolan wins if he cheats.
Yes.
That says that. It's not cheating, it's allowed to happen.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Have you ever spent money on Puzzly Words?
No.
Throw down
Absolutely
a
not.
couple of $10 bills on Puzzly Words
Absolutely not.
to buy coins.
Never.
Okay.
Don't need it.
Inrun gets mine.
Jack's never played the game, so
Puzzly words where you draw and then whatever.
No.
Okay, I don't play it, but I'm just gonna probably give. You know what? Look at me right now. Do you cheat?
No, I don't cheat.
You looked away.
The
Coins aren't technically cheap.
coins
They're
are
there
given
for
to
a
you.
reason.
Have you spent money on coins?
Absolutely not.
Look at me.
I've never spent money on coins in Puzzleworks. It's a benefit.
Here's what I gotta say. I'm gonna ask right now. The win-loss to you guys, to him.
I lose every time. I suck.
No, again, if he has some coins, he's not bad because he can just kind of try to spell words and then check to see if they're right.
You know what? Since I have no expertise, Kurt, do you know the game better?
I played it like.
Or should we do a mid-podcast game and see who's the winner?
I that's not ever happening. I'm gonna abstain. You voted in run, right?
I voted in on yeah.
I'm gonna abstain unless you pick
No.
Noah in. I'll throw in my.
I'm picking Noah Lynn. I got Noah Lynn.
Wait, what's the
Why?
What's the topic?
Best puzzly words player.
Right
Puzzle
there.
words.
That's in run. He forgot what we were talking about. Puzzle words. What the fuck?
All right,
Okay.
if I can rebuttal here, I mean, you want to talk about ACT.
Yeah,
we
you
can talk
want-
about ACT scores if we want to. We can talk about
We'll get
what
there.
defines us. But you and I have had our history with our word games. We have.
Yes.
Fuck each other.
I say we're pretty even, honestly. Just depends on the game.
I respect that answer. That's a very good answer.
All right. You want to talk about spelling?
I was in the spelling bee in,
Get a little closer.
I believe it was elementary school.
Fifth grade?
Fourth grade.
That is fifth
Fifth grade.
Wait,
What
were you
place
in-
did you get?
Okay, you know what? He's interrupting me. Host, Host.
Stop.
I got sixth place.
Sixth grade.
Because
That was fifth grade, right?
Fifth grade, yeah.
Fifth grade. You were in Colts, and we were switching.
yeah, I was killing it. I spelled bananas. You want to know how I spelled bananas? I sing the Hollaback Girl song, and that's how I got into the regionals for the spelling bee.
You want to know what place I got in that spelling bee?
Probably second.
Third.
Third.
Okay.
Sheridan
Okay.
Knoll whooped up on me. Shout out to Sheridan.
All right. Is that you good? Feel complete with given the fact that you're the spelling bee for this puzzle bee?
I mean, you have to spell the words, so I mean, yes, that comes in very, very handy.
Okay. All right. So first round of Noah v Noah goes to Enron.
Very debatable.
Okay.
Once again.
Now this one might be a little direct. No, we're gonna do it, Kurt. Since I started, you start this round, and then we'll go like that. I'll be the last one, and then
Okay.
works.
I got one.
Yeah, I want to word this properly so I don't offend Gigi.
All right. So I feel like both of the Noahs had some, some injuries, maybe some like a little bit of pain management,
Ooh.
some torn ACLs, some Osgood slaughters. Who has the best? I guess I don't know how to word this. Maybe pain management
The highest
or
pain tolerance.
highest pain tolerance? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Get juicy. I'm gonna get pissed off.
All right. So I started off. Am I supposed
Highest pain tolerance for
to?
Noah?
Yeah. For the Noahs.
Yeah, you have to take it.
All right. I got it.
Get pissed
So
off.
I saw with my own eyes
Good one, Kurt.
tears falling down from one of the Noahs named Noah Runyon after a torn ACL playing town ball, which there's really no physical activity other than running up and down a court maybe 2 times and maybe jumping for a ball once in a while. But there was a torn ACL, and then the class period after that, crying, couldn't even walk, couldn't get out of his chair.
Wow.
So I did experience that. With the other Noah, Osgood Slaughters has always been killing him.
What about a sprained ankle?
Sprained ankle. He has many sprained ankles in his career.
Highly sprained.
He was out for about, 2 months for his sprained ankle?
A month of this conditioning, which I needed that conditioning. And let me just tell
No.
you.
Kurt, vote. We'll get to
All right,
it.
I'll vote for Noah Lynn.
Oh,
Noah
keep
Lynn's
your mouth
winning.
open. Looks like a dick
This
about to
is
fit in.
ridiculous.
I said he won.
No, I'm not talking
Oh,
about
you
that.
voted him? Okay.
Yeah, I voted him.
Thank you very much.
Let's see. One of my earliest memories of playing baseball with Inrun is him getting his pinky smashed between 2 bats. That son of a gun looked gross because he had stitches on it. It was nasty.
I thought you were talking about when Dad rubbed my back.
What?
What?
Remember that? I got hit in the back.
Move on. Keep talking.
Oh, Lord.
But I will say that was 3rd grade.
Third grade.
Inrun handled that like a champ. I wasn't there personally, but I remember the next day at school. Now Inland over there, he has also handled some things pretty well. As he mentioned earlier, stepping on machete in a river. He didn't even want to go to the hospital, but his poor mother, sweetheart of a mother, really just fine looking mother, made him go to the hospital.
You gonna suck on your titties?
Mom, don't watch this.
It's only YouTube, buddy.
What
No one's
other
watching this one.
injuries? The basketball one, I think he played it out a little bit. I don't really think it was that bad of an injury. He just didn't run.
He's serious, too. Look at
He's going to pull up pictures. He's going to pull up the picture of the sprained ankle and the bruises to show off.
I wish I could show up.
Oh, man. So, my vote will go to Inland.
So it's two inlands?
Yep.
All right. So at this point, my vote doesn't matter because he's won it. But I just want to get my points out across. Noah Running has cracked at injuries, but his injuries were way more serious. This kid complains about every other day about something wrong with his body.
Fair point.
And honestly, I know pain is more like the tolerance. Hey, I'm in a lot of pain. I'm doing it. I mean, I get that, but coming from someone who has gotten fights with these two kids, that day when I literally thought I killed Enron and he got back up like a champ, he might have been concussed, but that earned my respect, and my vote goes to Enron.
He also may have been drunk, which you don't
Are-
feel
are-
pain when you're
I'm sorry.
intoxicated, but-
I'm sorry.
Yes.
You're only allowed to defend yourself when you're talking.
Well, okay.
Okay, so you won. So
yes,
defend.
Yes. Defend on why I won? Well, okay, so travel basketball, I fell on my knee, had a fractured patella for 6 months. Finally went to the doctor's office. It's
This never happened.
Completely real.
Just like the time the
Finally
dude
went
jumped
to
over the airport fence.
That's true. Asked my father, Dad, Robert Lynn. Went to the doctor. They finally told me I had a fractured patella. I had a slight pain, so I was like, hey, I'll visit. Told me that. So then there's that severe sprain of the ankle. This ankle was purple the next day. Colors all over. It was bad. Oscar Slaughters. I came out of the womb with pain. Like, I've had pain ever since I was a child.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. But I'm still going. Still going. And, hey, Jack, Snapchat. A lot of pain. I've dealt with a lot of pain. In run, this kid cries at a runny nose. This kid's the worst. He's a little girl.
Okay, you good? You're
No.
not attacking, you're just defending.
I would like to talk about my pain
I will
tolerance here.
attack if I
So,
need to.
junior high school, I was a little chunker. Little chunker try hard in PE. Happened to jump, throw a ball, tear my ACL. Enlin laughed over me. I still to this day defend that I did not shed tears in AP US history. I was in lots of pain during that class. Let's talk about that sprained ankle real quick, Noah. You carried crutches around school. You didn't even use them. I was playing backyard football a week after I tore my ACL, juking, cutting, and doing all that stuff. I've been walking around with a torn meniscus in my left knee for the past 6 months with no problem.
You're completely disregarding your statement, though. You're saying if I walk on my sprained ankle, then what makes that any different
'Cause
than
you
me
fucking-
walking on your ACL?
You babied
You're a little
it.
drunk.
You babied it. You carried crutches around the school and you need them.
I only did that because when Coach would walk by, I would get on the crutches so he wouldn't get
So it
mad
was a
at me.
fake injury.
No, it wasn't a fake injury. The crutches were harder for me as a fat American. Using that, I got out of breath. Those stairs were so difficult. It was hard for me to walk on a.
You guys should be resenting.
Fun fact, this past semester of school, I was body slammed into a pool table with my head making direct contact with it. Jumped right back up after it. No tears, no nothing.
Okay, well, now I want to take my vote back because maybe if you would have invited us to a couple of those parties, it would have been a better time.
Same kid punched me in the face twice. Got back up, nothing. So I have a pretty high pain tolerance.
I would
It's
like
pretty
to see
good.
this kid.
And I agree. I think when it comes to fights, you shine.
All right.
Kurt, or Colin, your question.
Jack, if you have one, fire away, because I'm kind of thinking.
I should be safe for last on
No,
this
I
round.
don't know.
Just whatever. It
Do
doesn't
we have
have
a
to be a hot
scoreboard
one.
check?
I think it's about tied right now.
I got 2-2. Yeah,
It's
2-2.
like a 2-2.
2-2 with puzzle word tie.
Okay, here we go.
in this round. Or
Last
2-2
round he
total.
won, but it's 2-2 total.
2-2 total with the puzzle word tie.
2-2-2-2.
he won the last round.
Yeah.
He hasn't won this round.
It's,
No,
it's
this
2-1,
we're-
and now Noah's 1-1, so it's 2-2.
I don't follow that.
The bear hibernation.
Oh, you mean each?
Adding up
Yes.
everything.
Overall.
I was doing a full round.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
So it'd be 1-0 in my mind.
Yeah.
Okay, 2-2. I got you.
Jack, now this question might not prevail to you again. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. I bought my way into this group of alcohol assholes.
Senior year,
Oh, I wasn't friends with you guys.
Tyler Hanner. We had a great class.
Oh,
I was across from that
I know
class,
where this
and
is going. I know where
We
this
happen
is
to play this game every day for roughly 30 minutes a day, called Initials, where you just say you write down somebody's initials, and people in the class have to guess who it is by asking questions. And we played roughly probably 400 times, 500. I don't know how many it was. It's quite a lot.
Initials are fun.
And so, Kurt, you were there. Both Noahs were there. Who was the better initialer? I'll start us off and say that Inrun had some of the most garbage.
He's
No,
trash.
see, that's what, like, when it comes to it, are you asking who's better at coming up with initials or guessing at it?
Kind of guessing in both.
So just
who
that's
won?
better all over out the game.
Inrun had a couple very questionable people. One had a hunting show on the hunting channel.
I'm just gonna be honest.
I remember this today. Newt Rockney. Who the F is Newt Rockney? And so some of Inrun's were questionable. While Inland, he also didn't think a lot whenever he wrote them down. It was kind of the first person that came to his mind. But Inland was pretty good at guessing. But so was Inrun. It's a tough
This
call.
is tough.
It's a tough call.
I won the damn thing.
No. I don't-
Yeah, no,
Stop.
Sure.
There you go, buddy. You know what it was.
Kurt, what's your input? Does it go to you?
No, you vote first and then it
I
goes to
don't
me.
know. I don't want to vote yet.
You have to vote.
You need time to think.
I mean, personally, my vote is myself. But
Oh, well, I mean, it's not called Vino.
I remember General Larry Platt was a big hit for me. Remember who that is?
Fair.
Pants on the ground. Pants on the ground.
That was,
General Larry Platt with him up. Pat,
That
no.
was him.
My vote's gonna go
that's
Inrun.
a podcast topic.
And
You
run.
Yep.
All right. Here's my take on this situation: is no, you have a very good sense of knowing social media and knowing random stuff and random names.
Yes.
However, I could also see you being the type to put, like some of the most easiest initials ever written.
That's not a false statement.
Okay. Inrun over there has, I would say, above Noah Lynn average knowledge of social media stuff. I think Noah Runyon has more knowledge on the situations. I also think Noah Runyon, I think you know some small details that Noah would be like, what the fuck? But you don't ever want to, you're not quick enough to bring them up.
Not wrong.
Noah Runyon is manipulative enough to bring those random shits up.
It's a good word.
Noah Runyon has my vote. 3-2, right?
Yep, 3. I think we won this one.
Hmm.
But
Still good.
I want to go with Noah Lynn.
Okay, well,
I'm going to go with Noah Lynn. Just because
Thank you.
I got
only had
so...
one shutout, right? And that was a fishy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just because I'm picking Noah Lynn. Just because I got so pissed off with Noah Runyon, like as Colin was saying, these names that nobody knows. Like, everybody knows General Lee Patton. I feel like that's a name most people would know.
Yeah, no.
If you're watching American Idol, if you're a person that is up with the culture,
Amen.
he's on Twitter. He was on, there probably wasn't Twitter back then, but he was on whatever social media was popping at the time.
Amen.
And these stupid hunting shows and this stupid Newt Rockney, some 1940 Notre Dame coach. I don't even know if that's
I think
him.
there's some resentment towards the game still. Kurt.
It is.
feel
I wanna
like
play a
maybe
game
you're
right
a little
now.
Upset.
Yeah, I'm just coming out as a fellow contestant in that game. I just am going back to those memories, and I was just an angry child back then. And with Nolan,
Poor Kurt.
All right, so to defend myself, first off, we kept a tally of who had the most initials guessed and then who stumped most people in the class. There's about 6 of us playing. I won the whole semester. Thank you very much.
cheating.
Newt Rockney, Tyler Hanner, our teacher, knew who he was. Legendary Notre Dame running back.
Hitter's not a 18-year-old
So
boy.
basically, yeah, I was the best at
Coach
initials. That's just how it is.
Shots fired.
I agree with Noah. I was absolutely awful at initials. I think my best initial was Judge Judy, and it's JJ. It's pretty easy. It was
That's
the
a good initial.
was
I
the
like
last-
it.
It was the last class of the day. My brain was tired. No. I give this one to Noah. I mean, that's the only one I will probably admit.
What was your brain tired from? You didn't do shit in high school.
Okay. If I need to take you back to early bird, Mrs. Runyon, I ran that class.
I wasn't in
B+,
that class.
B+.
in that class of the people.
My reading journals were incredible.
First of all, we had an early bird PE, you idiot.
Oh,
No,
I might be
I was
thinking
in
of
the early
junior
bird
year.
English.
What am I thinking of?
I was in your early bird English junior year. I was in there.
I was junior year. Sorry, guys. No, are you talking about Hicks or Runyon?
Runyon. AJ was bringing in his squirrels to put in the fridge.
I don't think AJ was.
I remember that.
I don't think AJ was in my class.
Do you not?
All right, next question.
Diet Cokes.
I win.
All right,
In the
I
fridge?
have
I had a lot of Diet Cokes.
one. I really want to ask,
Ask away.
but I'm not. I'm gonna divert it and say, we have 2 young men, both sexually active. Which is most likely to catch an STD?
That's a good question.
At the time, This was really hard for me to decide on this. Like, here's the situation we have. We have one boy who's in a relationship, happily, and they're fucking like rabbits, not my quote. And that's fine. And that's good because it's just one person. So, I mean, more likely, that's not going to happen unless that falls apart. However, you've had a taste of sex. And after, if it does fall apart, you're going to be fucking a lot of things, probably. This guy now, we have another young kid who made the penetration, but just went down and ate it like spaghetti.
So we're gonna cut that one out?
Nope.
Why spaghetti?
Just because that's what I meant.
Make it something appetizing.
Okay, spaghetti.
Can we change questions, please?
Nope,
Yeah,
we're giving an answer. Here's my answer: is I think Inrun would be the safer person out of any situation. Nolan is just gonna be slobbing like a fool. Nolan.
Can I just go Nolan, no comment? Nolan, no comment. That's me.
Nolan,
Nolan, no comment.
I'd like to bring Devin Hyatt as a special guest to add in this topic.
So, 2 Nolans. God, take
My vote, I'm going to have to go in run. Nothing against your carry, but you're just more active.
It's
Chances
true.
are higher.
Activity is higher.
And he's raw dogging.
Alright. Chill.
Next question, please.
Wait, I want to say something.
Oh, fuck me. Alright. We
Gary,
said
please
no
don't-
names.
Please don't watch
Yeah,
this.
we're just gonna go past this
I didn't
topic.
say names, I said raw dogging.
Unless anybody wants to talk about their own sexual activity.
All right, next question. No comment. I won. I'm not gonna get an
So,
STD.
Round goes to Inrun, I believe, right?
I had
Yeah,
to explain myself.
I won all 3 of those.
Wait. No, he won the, he's gonna catch an STD, so he won that.
So he's
No.
technically...
He might have
He
immunity.
won!
You're technically the winner, but you're also the loser.
3-3.
I don't know if I want to claim this. But
No one might have immunization to things.
so
already.
wait,
you never know.
Who's more likely to have an STD then, him or me?
You.
So I won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor fucking is. And I do not. But then
That is a loss I will gladly take.
Alright,
Oh, I don't have. No.
no, that was the round. He won the
He
round.
won it. He won the round.
Yeah, but it's still
It's 3-3.
3-3, right?
It's 3-3.
Wow, this is gonna be a close one. Colin, you got the first question. No, Kurt.
I don't have a question right
Yeah.
now. I'm sorry.
Glad no one boy noticed the 3-3.
Wow, 33.
We didn't bring it up. He did, so we can talk
He has a
about
3-inch dick talking about STDs.
No, it's a long story.
There's honestly a good chance that you might whip it out during this podcast for my
I'm gonna
next question.
slap the mic with my.
it. Okay. we
No,
don't-
hey!
This is very explicit. We turned very
Oh,
explicit.
you
Let's
need to put 18
tone it
plus.
back.
Kurt, make sure you get the little E. next
Yeah,
to
I
it.
need this.
Remember the time I was saying we tried to keep it that PG-13?
Yeah, that didn't happen.
We should also
All right. This will be a good one. Stir up a little controversy between the two Noahs. Which Noah has the better shoe game?
Oh! No.
Well, listen,
Vote.
I'm saying Noah Runyon for years has worn Sperry's. Very nice shoes. Those are the worst things in Noah Lynn's opinion. He hates those things with a passion. But at the same time, this man has been wearing Skechers for 22 years now. That aren't even his, they're his father's. Could be his brother's at this point. We don't really know.
I just bought Vans, by the way.
Okay, he did. Edmund Lynn likes to buy nice shoes. Kyrie's, the KD's. But he always goes back to the Skechers.
Work shoes.
They're not work shoes, they're house shoes. And around at the same time, he's wearing a nice pair of Birks. I know Inland's not a big fan of those. We'll have you comment on those later, okay?
Yeah, you'll defend it.
Also, my vote is going to go in run simply because Noah Lynn, if you'd like to answer this, you can.
Oh.
How many of your shoes have holes in them at the moment?
Oh, that's my point.
3. 3 out of double digits.
But those are your 3 most worn pairs of shoes.
Yes. Well, I do have. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
So my vote goes in
I'll say
run.
yes.
All right. Here's what I gotta say. When you wear shoes, you have 2 reasons to wear them: to make a statement, or just for casualness. And Ren, I think you go for the more casual type. You're not wearing shoes to make a statement. However, anytime this guy next to me, Noah Lynn, he puts on a pair of shoes, it's going to be talked about that night. And it's also being worn for just the casualness of himself. Okay? He enjoys the shoes he wears, and it's a topic point. He is peacocking. That's a thing that attracts attention to a part of you, so you can talk to women.
Okay.
Don't catch an STD. I think your shoe game, it's not top tier, but it's like, how would I describe it? Would be like the Joakim Noah of shoe game. You know who Joakim is. You want to see him. You see him, you want to get a selfie with him. You're not proud of it. It's not the best NBA player you want to get a selfie with.
That's very true.
But, or maybe the Dennis Rodman. How he's fucking crazy, and it's always going to be something to talk about. I think you win because you adapted to having something casual you're comfortable in, and also having it as a topic. Nolan gets my vote for the shoe game.
In my opinion, it has to go to Enron. Just the easy thing.
No, it definitely should. It definitely should.
Yeah.
I'm not denying.
I was about to say Noah just because it's one thing I'm about to talk about, but I got to give it to him just to win this topic because, but this one pair of shoes I'm thinking of right now. Cardinal shoes. I don't think they even had a brand. I think it was Reebok, maybe. I don't even know.
I bought them at Busch Stadium.
I think they were Walmart.
Walmart Cardinal shoes. This man would not go on gravel for like a year because he thought it would scuff his Cardinal shoes. And he thought that Cardinal shoes were his most prized possession. And you know, if somebody has that much care towards one pair of shoes, I would give it to you, but I can't. I'm sorry, but I have to get that.
Give it to you, but I can't.
My rebuttal is I don't really care what shoes I wear. I'm a pretty simplistic guy. I like a nice pair of Janaski Maxes. Those are my favorite shoes. I have appreciation for nice shoes, but I like comfort. Sperry's pretty comfortable. Burke's real comfortable. The thing is Noah likes nice shoes. He buys nice shoes. He just never fucking wears them. He's like, oh, I can't get them fucking dirty. They're gonna get fucking dirty if I wear them. But he buys these nice shoes, and like as Colin said, just goes back to these fucking ugly ass Skechers that he's worn for 8 years and has a sole ripped out of that were his dad's work shoes previously. He has all these nice shoes, but he doesn't wear them. For example, we're gonna go out to a bar tonight. Other nights we'll go out to a bar.
He just tried to act his leg up.
He'll put some nice shoes on that he has his outfit.
Except for us.
Oh, yeah.
And then he thinks he's this fashion expert. No. I just can't wear these shoes. They just don't go with the outfit. And he reverts back to these nasty ass Skechers. And it just doesn't make sense to me.
I reversed back to the Skechers because last time I went out in a night, well, not a nice pair of shoes, but I went out in a pair of shoes, Champagne, I only came back with one shoe. So I wear shoes that I do not.
Asics.
I don't know why I even referred to them as nice
we'll
shoes.
talk about that as guests on the podcast.
But yes,
and they were your dad's.
Correct. I had Cardinal shoes. No one else on the playground had Cardinal shoes. Everyone wanted to play tag on the playground. I said, no, can't go on the gravel. I'm going to stand here and watch. Who does that? A real shoe guy. So I think everyone should change their answers. I have Stefan Janikowski's. I have...
Okay. Janowski's.
That's a kick. Did I say the kickers?
Yeah.
You lost.
You know, Running has Birks. My mom has 10 pairs of Birks. You old woman. You bitch. Like, what?
Hey, your mom's not a bitch. What
I call my mom a bitch.
you said?
Sheldon, I love you.
Yeah, she'll listen to this.
Say Happy Mother's Day. I don't know what Mother's Day is.
All right. My question now, right? Enron, you won 4-3 now?
Yep.
Kind of said something.
Yeah, say.
That is probably the most painful category right there that I lost.
I got you, man.
Thank you, Kurt. I can't talk to you.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so I think this next question, you're right. I should have toned it down. I shouldn't have went with the STD, but relationships are important. Sometimes those are long distance. So my question would be, who is most likely to have a very successful long-term, long-distance relationship? Now, I mean, when you think long distance, you think of, that's based off of your own perception of long distance. Anything this side of the Mississippi, I wouldn't really consider. However, Noah Lynn has some experience. They are failed. I won't lie. They are toxic. But you've had them. You've had the experience. Enron, I feel like if your girl were to move to California, you'd be like, this isn't, no. For a year. If she were to move there for a year or longer, then some things changed up, And where you're at right now, I don't think you would be able to find a way to make it work personally.
Well, thanks.
Well, I mean, it's...
You won't be fucking like rabbits, that's for sure.
So, coming at the guy who's had experiences not once, but almost twice. Yes, they were toxic. Yes, you did put some holes in the door.
Can we get a little elaboration on these experiences?
Twice is not a thing.
Can we talk about this on a podcast, or do I need to explain more? You can explain your situation. And
I
you
will
can
explain.
Okay.
And Run has no say.
Okay. No, Enrun has a say. This is Noah v. Noah. We're gonna have it happen. Put your fucking bottle down. A long-term, long-distance relationship will go to Noah Lynn.
Wow.
Because you are more dedicated to someone that's fucking in California than someone in
this one's gonna get personal.
We're getting deeper
already
into
there,
it.
buddy.
Come here, take it.
Okay. I want to give it to Nolan, you know,
Thank you very much.
with the experience. And
This is
then
a quick shutdown for
also,
everybody.
with me not living with him during the time, he kept that thing so secret. He was so good at it. He
did.
knew what
we
to
thought
do.
She was in Springfield.
Yeah. I was like, oh, Noah has a Tinder match. Noah's like, I have a Tinder match in Springfield. I'm going to Springfield next week to meet with her. She's coming to Champaign
Where were you
next
going?
weekend. I'm like, well, that's great, Noah. Let's see her. Oh, she's not coming this weekend or next weekend or the next year. So,
She'll be here 2025.
I forgot about that.
Oh.
Yeah, she was in Springfield.
I love making podcasts now.
It's great.
Exactly. We sit back.
All right,
Just
so
wait till
Noah
I piss,
Lynn's-
just wait till I
Noah
piss you off, buddy.
Well, you're gonna say some shit, but
No, it's gonna be fun. Who would you pick?
My vote.
I already lost.
It is tough because, again, I think all of our bases is off experience, and Lynn has more experience. Not that he may not like having that experience.
Makes those booty cheeks slap.
well, over the phone.
I'll just go and Lynn make it
Oh,
unanimous.
thank you so much.
That's the second shot.
I'm so very proud of that. No. What?
It's 2 wins for Noah that you don't want to.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
to explain and
So first off, for anyone in a relationship long distance, absolutely, completely break up now. That shit's
define how long distance though. Because if someone's in another state, that's not that
yeah,
bad.
like if you like drive to see them every other weekend, completely fine, good, whatever.
Would California from Illinois be a bit much?
Yeah, and have I'm actually gonna leave that out. Just long distance. I was in a dark place, feeling very lonely. I needed someone at that time. Got that person at that time. Now I'm good. Now I can look back and make fun of it. It's over. It's whatever. Yeah, it's a shit show. Don't do it. Date your neighbor or some shit like Enron did. Or my neighbor.
that was extremely loud.
don't
broke the raw
So-
podcast.
Holy moly.
For my rebuttal, long distance is all subjective. You know, I have a girlfriend currently.
Can you define subjective?
Subjective is your own personal
Stop
view,
dancing.
your own personal view on it. So, I went. My girlfriend and I go to the same college, so I went from being able to see her every single day to once every 3 weeks, once every month. You know, so that's long distance to me. We're doing great. So I think I'm pretty good at it. Now we say Noah has experience with long distance relationships. Let's talk about how positive those.
I said they were toxic.
Let's talk about how positive those experiences were. Noah, I'm gonna ask you a question real quick.
Yes.
Give it. How many times did you hang out with us last summer? All of last summer, from May until August.
Single
4th of
digits.
July was
Single
fun.
digits.
Single digits. He sat in his room,
Laid.
laid in his room, talking to a girl on the phone from California he never met before in his life.
Well, I didn't say it, but he did. There it is.
She's 2 hours behind us. He'd wake up at 6 a.m. before work,
No, a little earlier.
a little earlier. Talk on the phone.
Probably just didn't go to bed.
While she was in, we'll just say while she's in school. We'll just say while she was in school.
Are we gonna turn this into a girl
While she was in school, leave the phone on the entire day. The phone call will go the entire day, never turning it off. So he may have the experience,
He did do that.
I did
but
not do
let's
that.
let's
You
just
hung out with us and she was on the phone.
let's just remember if it was a
Well, that's
positive
happened,
or
yeah.
negative
That's a
experience. That's all I have to say.
Okay, so a lot of that was slightly exaggerated.
Bullshit.
No, a lot of that was like it wasn't that.
You had her in your pocket, dude.
No, I'm not gonna disagree with
I got
that.
a pocket full of
it wasn't-
sunshine.
Got a pocket.
It wasn't 24 hours a day. It was 23. All right, next topic. Thank you.
You remember what happened when your Facebook account got hacked?
All right, no need to go there.
Oh my god.
Kurt,
My
what's your
turn
question?
for a topic.
Final question, and
Almost
we're
that time
tied,
of
right?
year.
Final question.
Final question.
We're tied. This is the one.
We are tied, actually.
Let's
4-4.
Let's talk about one about future life or
Final-
something.
Oh fuck! You're
You're
an
gonna
asshole.
make
Just
future
trying to
life.
go
Future
for
life
it.
for the last one.
Yeah, do you have one? I got a good one for that.
You can go then. If it's the last one.
There's a lot of future
Kurt,
life
you
left
can
to
take
go,
it as
but
this
okay.
question: who is most likely going to stay
There's a lot of future
in
life left to
Fulton
go.
for their life?
That's an easy win for him.
He talked about leaving earlier. You this couple of weeks you
Yeah,
talked.
I mean, but no one's gonna believe it
I talked about leaving.
because they're all like, "Oh, I'm gonna be successful and I got all this stuff, so I'm more likely to leave." But you have nothing going for you, so you're probably gonna stay in the town that you're most comfortable with. That's what
I have
everyone.
nothing
That's what
going
everyone
for me.
else's mindset is. Right
All right, let's then you come up. With
Mindset.
one.
Mindset for me.
That question got shut down. You gave a good reason.
Thank you.
Wait, so I want to bring up
Yeah,
another
you're
question.
bringing up a question.
All right. This is kind of a general question. No, we play a lot of sports: basketball, baseball, golf.
Absolutely love it.
The better athlete
Oh shit!
between the two of you.
That's a
Which
good
one?
That's a
question-
great
Wait,
one.
okay, wait. We need some premises here.
No,
What
there's
what
no
no?
premises.
What years? What
No,
years?
all the way through.
God.
Just better athlete. Okay, athlete at their peak performance.
Well, I don't know what my peak performance was.
All right, well, that's our judging.
I was
job.
pretty fat in high
Kurt,
school.
Take it.
Not sure if I had a peak.
Don't worry, bud. If you haven't hit the peak, you're still going for it. You're still climbing that mountain.
Can we give our answer first and then you guys
Yeah.
base it
No,
off
yeah,
that?
yeah,
feel
I like
would
that.
give
I like
more
that.
perspective.
I already have a good one though, a good reason.
Okay,
We gotta give
so-
our reasons.
no,
shut
I'm
up.
going.
I'm the host.
I'm going.
You can't.
Kurt,
I'm going.
I don't got anything good.
who are you picking?
No, you can't just pick on the spot.
Yeah, you said the question. We got
Somebody talk. You talk. You talk.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Peak performance for
I'm about to shut
athleticism.
It's the last
podcast
one.
down.
That's the last one.
The last one, defining the winner.
I would see the thing is.
Oh.
See, the thing
I
is,
don't like what's happening.
I would say my peak performance came after high school. Came after high school.
We're talking here.
Came
It's
after-
my podcast. You
came
wanna throw-
after-
What happened to not
We're
talking
having
over
three
everybody?
conversations.
It's my fucking show and I'm drunk.
These fucking people.
These
The-
fucking people, you ginger fuck.
My-
Let's break the rules on the last question.
So do I win?
I'm about to. Sit
I would say my peak performance
It's fucking
happened
Gary.
after high school.
Fucking Carrie.
Noah
Is that your
did
name?
Noah did play 2 sports in high school. I only played one. Give it to him. I was decent at baseball, not great.
The other sport. Forgot about golf. Sorry.
I was a decent baseball player, not great. I had 9 hits my senior year after I tore my ACL. 9 for like
Comeback
46 comeback season, fantastic.
I'm so fucking.
But oftentimes I would challenge Noah to a foot race. He never took it. Those exact words. No, let's have a foot race. He would never do it. He was scared. If we just go down the line of sports here, basketball, obviously Noah. He's got the height. He's got the skills. Noah. Golf. Golf just depends on the day. The last time we went golfing, Noah was phenomenal. Got to give it to him.
Tiger Woods, maybe.
He had the best shots of his life. Sometimes I can be good, but I'll give golf to Noah. Like baseball, me. Football, I have the hands, so fuck you. And the speed.
We played against each other in football. Let's just go back. to
Okay,
that.
no. I'm past 7th grade.
in 7th grade.
I mean, if we're basing it off our sports performance,
I'm talking backyard football.
Oh, that's fair.
Well, that's
Backyard football.
it was my backyard.
That doesn't
Sometimes.
matter.
Doesn't matter.
All right, are you gonna talk forever?
Got another plug.
Honestly, if we go peak performance as of right now, it's me, no doubt.
Ooh, right now, of course it is. I mean, I'm at my worst. But I mean, if we're going off overall athlete performances, I mean,
Well, we have to find what athletic performances are. That's the
I got a
thing.
good.
Jefferson basketball, incredible.
I was
You guys
incredible.
aren't voting, so it doesn't matter what you think. It's our
I mean,
opinions.
okay, well, let's go back to the foot race comment. Yes, of course, you're going to go off your strength. Me, if we would have done strength-wise, I would have obviously destroyed you completely.
I don't know.
I mean, it depends on what, of course, we're talking about.
Hey, if we're doing
There-
split
there
jerks,
is no-
split squat, split jerk,
Okay, CrossFit years, split jerk, goodbye, done for.
CrossFit months.
Did I say years? Shit. Anyways, in-run strength,
Cardio striking?
I was about to bring that up.
Okay, you know what? They are interrupting me, everybody, but no, I mean, I feel like
I think this is a joke now because we did it out of order.
I was the overall
It's over after
better.
this.
I mean, yeah, everyone
It
just
is.
everyone
So
just go.
We decided to do the last question in order.
It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make
Okay,
it.
do you
We're
want to
gonna
put
make
that
it.
out and do another question?
Yeah, we're gonna.
No, we're gonna keep dealing with this. That was your reason.
We're almost
Kurt,
done.
Vote now. You've
Okay.
heard their
Okay.
sides.
Okay.
You should really think hard about this. 'Cause, I
I'm not thinking hard.
I
I'm just thinking of
It's
one
really-
thing.
I think-
You need to be quiet now. You're done.
Ooh!
Oh, now you're
boss
flexing
now.
your fucking boss.
I gave him
here.
the opportunity. I want to cut the competition.
I'll
down.
RKO you straight through this fucking mic.
Okay. Back in the day, Smith Lynn basketball camp, 7th grade. I don't even know when that was. Probably middle school. Working hard every single day. Well, I did see you fall off a jump box a time or two, so maybe that's actually going towards the other way now. It's probably
Jump
going
off was
wrong.
on a hill.
Jump back.
I don't know. I'm slurring words, sorry.
You a little drunk?
A little bit.
Yeah, same.
With other sports, let me think. Baseball and run, golf. You're improving in golf. Last time you're hitting like 250 yards, going hooks, slices. I don't even know. Learning the hole. I don't even know what's happening, but I'm just gonna go Enlin.
Oh, thank you.
All right. A point I'd like to bring up is who had the most newspaper interviews during high school?
Ooh,
Oh.
ooh.
And Lynn did have one.
It was a big one.
It was. And Lynn, what was that interview for?
It was for 4 points approximately. But it was for a comeback. It was a
Energy.
big, energy off the bench.
Who made that energy happen in the crowd?
Kurt, because he wasn't there.
Oh yeah, Kurt,
Yes, I was absent.
If Kurt would have been
I let
sick
Noah have
every
the
game,
spotlight.
My basketball career would have even been worse than it already was, or it would have shot off. Probably would have been worse, but
Nick Egan.
stinky breath.
My vote. Let's see. I don't know. Here's a little shot at Inland, though. Is senior year, we tried to convince this guy to play football.
Yeah.
And, he just didn't have the cojones to do it. And he didn't even play golf senior year. He quit.
I think you also need to take into consideration my throwing partner skills in baseball.
We do have 3 members of Great Training Partner Number.
Okay, it's real hard to throw a ball.
I was terrible at it. That was the point.
Oh. Threw a 55-mile-per-hour fastball at Busch
And
Stadium.
Ron went through about 4 throws saying, I'm good.
Like 3 of them would be over the fence, and we have to go get it, and you just go back to the dugout. That's fine.
No stretches, no warm-ups. Grab the ball and throw.
Hey, stretch is flexible. Sit and reach test.
Hey, he does. He
45.
does have
He is flexible. That was a good point.
Endurance.
Doesn't count though because we're in the
Actually,
voting
you know
stage.
what? My vote is because Noah was locked down on defense.
Jesus.
Just like his senior
Noah
poster.
wins. Noah v. Noah.
No, it's not over. I'm taking call. I'm taking rank.
That's not how that works.
Yes, it is.
No, you
No,
can't.
V. No, I'll kick you from the
Can't
party.
overrank 2 people.
We're gonna kick you from
The host has the right to do whatever the fuck he wants. Here's my reasoning. I was gonna give it to you too, man.
No, you just told the fans that you just changed your
Here's
vote
the thing,
because of
though.
this.
Colin brings up a good point. Your potential level outranks anything Inrun could have done.
Truth.
Your potential. It looks at a stain on his shirt. Your potential in football outranked anything that he could ever accomplish with his bad knees and ACLs.
He's got bad knees.
But the point Colin brings up, man, you quit.
I played in 7th grade, everybody.
What would Jerry Payne
My
now?
dad promoted you
What was your main
to middle
position?
linebacker. Starter middle line. He was a starter middle linebacker, and then he choked.
I couldn't remember the plays.
It wasn't hard. It was 2 fingers, different fingers.
He kept screaming tiger at me. I had no idea what was going on.
Are you okay, buddy?
I was scared.
I'll say this: at the peak performance, I don't think any of you really had that.
You know what? Let's let the fans decide. Let's have comments.
Yes, fans. We'll let you decide this last one on who wins Noah v. Noah. Every time, I believe it's always been in run. So, comment on who you think. Say in Lynn for Noah Lynn. Say in run or Ginger. That's acceptable for Noah Ryan.
I'm making a fake account right now.
Noah is buying 1,000
Subscribe,
fake
please.
helmets.
All right, so I think that's it. We're gonna let the last round. This is the first time it's ever been up for debate. I think a good Noah v. Noah episode. We got drunk. I got a little loud at times, mainly because I didn't like how we did the last round. I'm still kind of upset about that. Executive decision was made without that confirming the other executive.
I cut him off the second time. It's fine.
There's some J&K connection drama right now. We got our YouTube drama.
The frequencies aren't very good on the connection.
You know who started that feud? Other Noah.
Bullshit.
Therefore, that's why he should
So-
also lose.
Listen, he lives here right now, so I can't kick you out for that. So
All right, I
You
think
got
that's
cum in your hair? What is
okay. We need to end this podcast.
Yikes.
this is
Kurt,
we
I had the
can't
intro,
end on
take the
that. We
exit.
can't end on that.
Take the
Can we
exit.
end with the I'm Noah?
I am Noah. What?
Take the exit. Let's go.
I am
Wrap
Noah.
it.
That's no.
I'm done. We done.
Cut the mic. Cut the mic.
We'll probably do another podcast with Drunk Noah later tonight.
All right, thank you everybody for making it this far. If anybody makes it this far, you know, it was a ride, wild ride. Lots of screaming. I'm sorry if your eardrums are bursting. If you stop watching halfway through because
I don't give a fuck. We're gonna warn them this was the drunk thing in the title.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So
Drunk cast Noah Vino.
Just say 18 plus.
yep, you have to be 18 plus. If you're
That's
okay.
YouTube's
Okay.
decision.
Care, I'm sorry.
If you're
you watch
viewing,
this.
it's fine. It's fine. Thank you for listening.
Carrie, I'm also sorry.
Is
if
it
you
Carrie
watch
or
this.
Kara? I'm
Carrie.
deaf in my
We
ears.
did end
Yeah.
it. Thank you for watching the Why Not Us podcast.
Slurring your fucking
I'm slurring. We need to stop it.
Yeah, cancel it. Hey,
We're canceling. Have a great
no, not
weekend.
canceling.
We're not canceling the podcast. We'll be here for next episode. Thank you and good night.